Hello there and welcome to a bit of Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Today we're going to be finishing up, I hope, the last of Autumn Plains, going straight into Winter Tundra and finally finishing things off. Let's see how this goes. So, we shall proceed to Scorch, one of my favourite levels in all three of the games. The music is phenomenal. When I heard the music in the Reignited trilogy, I seem to distinctly remember, like, them missing the beat with it. I thought they skewered him on their sword then.
Hello, Spyro. My brother Handel and I have been sent here to blow up this castle. But Handel got caught by these evil soldiers, and I'm stuck out here. If you can open the doors that block the way, I can find Handel, and we can complete our super secret spy mission.
Certainly, Greta. Oh, there we go. Yeah, everything about this level I love. I do find that like the sort of building design is a bit to cock, really. Like it's a bit inconsistent, you know. Mind you, then again, it does actually look a bit like a walled city or fortress, doesn't it? So there is that. So our objective here is to try and open these doors, which we can't do by any other means except flaming or charging those buttons to raise the flag. And those flags will come in handy, or rather become relevant very soon. I do apologise that I didn't read comments before I started this episode, so if anyone did have any questions, I'm afraid I won't be able to get to them. Although my partner quizzed me on Spyro stuff when she came over for a week. We had a wonderful time together. I think myself more than she did, and she quizzed me on Spyro, and that was interesting to say the least. It didn't go quite well. Okay, so those trees don't do anything yet. We shall see that they do later. So the camels are the only big enemies in this level that I can call. I don't think there's any armoured enemies. So the other two... today's fodder is snakes and baskets. Don't really do lightly there. Oh. That tree just dropped a coconut. Again, that will soon have some relevance. Can't break into that chest there just yet. I do apologise as well for any interruptions that come. We are expecting the aerial guy to come over and fix our aerial. It's been a bit of a saga, a tale I might tell again one day. So, I'm not going to talk to Hunter just there. Oh, I will take those gems though. I'm sorry, I'm a bit slack. I've not had my brain food this morning. Although, rather worryingly, I did eat 20 Saurian sandwich bars. Like, not, let's say lunchbox bars. Yesterday. So that's... I'm probably like having like diabetic shock right now. They're very tasty, and they are only 91 calories, but like each one is like 7% of your daily recommended amount of sugar. But they do a gingerbread one for spring. I'm not endorsed by them, by the way, but I would take a sponsorship. I'm just saying. Sorry. Get to it. I'll bring back the Halloween ones as well, the blood orange ones. Let's see. So nothing happens here just yet. There should be a whirligig there soon when we complete the level. The rifle guys there, interestingly enough, I think they fire paintballs, and this was known before the game released in the Reignited trilogy. I imagine due to some sort of censorship that it would have been insensitive perhaps to have firearms. In fact, this level has been cause for controversy, and even before long before the Reignited trilogy, like people looked at one of the characters here and thought, like this doesn't sound good, does it? Or this isn't good. So, I don't think there's anything of significance around here yet. We've already been there for the flag. So, what's this flag? And now the drawbridge has been lowered. So we'll continue on our merry way. Oh, hello. This guy's going to be a bit tricky at times. I think they're the only enemy that will actually leap directly over Spyro. In fact, there's not many enemies I can think of that actually have like a jump attack in Spyro. I love the sound effect of the gun. I do find the recoil on those guys quite satisfying when you hit them with the charge and you bounce back. That's always fun. Yeah, everything about this level is just right to me. Like all the colours, like you could not have picked a better colour for everything. The music as well, phenomenal in every single way. The design of the map as well, I think. But I don't like these little steps. I think these piddly little steps are a bit aggravating. But I understand that they are something of a necessary challenge. Now then, I think I should use that. Well, first of all, let's get the talisman.
Spyro, you make a great Secwet agent. Now Handle and I can complete our mission. By the way, you can have this talisman. I stole it when the soldiers weren't looking.
It's probably going to be an international crisis that Elora's going to have to mop up at the end of this when she becomes queen again. I'm not going to deal with Handle just yet. Because I want to do things up here first. Namely, this. Yes, this fireball does not exist just for this. For this chest up here. I wonder if there's a skill point for hitting all the trees. I'm pretty sure there was. And you're going to find the relevance of them very soon. First, just going to mop up all the gems, make sure we've got absolutely everything before we get started any further. Yeah, I'll just hit that tree over there just to be sure. There's a gem up there that we can't get just yet. I need to find a way to get there. Let's see to Hunter what he needs.
The monkeys have escaped from the Avalar Zoo, and I've been sent here to catch them. But they keep throwing coconuts at me, and it hurts. Can you help me out?
I do like how Hunter enunciates every single syllable there, loudly and clearly.
Great! Just charge the tree before I get hit. I'll be able to catch the monkeys as they fall. Follow me.
So this is very much like the aggravation caused by the alchemist mission. These monkeys will throw coconuts at me rather than Hunter. Oh, and they also bounce as well. Even their screeching is quite satisfying, strangely.
Thanks for your help, Spyro. Please, take this. One of the monkeys had it.
One of the monkeys had it. Oh, thank you for throwing it out for me as well.
Were those monkeys or apes?
The question of the ages. In D&D lately, I've been playing as Wurzak the Great and Green from Warhammer, and I just unashamedly nicked him. Okay, there was some shame. And I managed to turn into an ape, and rolled a natural 1, and hit and hit one of my friends, which I'm not overly proud of. Yeah. They clearly had fun with this. And I think there's actually a certain sequence you can do as well that makes them a lot more satisfying to watch go down. Or go up, rather. Used to be quite good at it. Never mind, eh? Yeah, I imagine I'll probably be talking a lot more about D&D and my during my Let's Plays and whatnot, because I might actually do my review here, because my session recaps I'm not enjoying doing.
Hey, Spyro, we need those
I'll see.
flags to prove our secret mission was successful. But the flag keeper keeps stealing them. If you could knock the flag keeper down, you could bring the flags back. My secret decoder ring says that this power-up thing should help you.
Again, another international crisis, that these soldiers should have been wrapped in the flags and sent home to their relatives, but no, we're denying them even that basic human right, or whatever species they are. Again, like, what have we actually won by stopping Ripto? I hope that hits. What was I supposed to do? Hit the... Was I meant to hit the flag? I think so. Or... I swear to God, like this... I'm not even kidding now, so whenever I just play this game, I'm like... I feel miserable at how bad I am at remembering stuff. It must be like watching like an amnesia patient losing the memory of their loved ones and such. I should be on that life-changing podcast by BBC Sounds, I really should, because this is mental. I keep forgetting that I can swear on this channel. I swear at any channel, really. It's just... What about it? Oh, he's up there, the son of a bitch, right. That's the prick I wanted. Yeah, so now we've got to kill this poor guy to steal his flags.
So, you want that flag, eh, Dragon? Well, two can play at this bombing game. Let's go.
I used to think he said you two can play this fucking game all the time. I thought it was dead funny, but no. So yeah, this is the thing that people used to find insensitive. A guy by the name of Bombo throwing bombs with, believe it or not, like with acute precision. Like, I know he's sort of missing a lot right now, but trust me, he's gonna throw. See, like that almost got me. So we've got to escort him there, and for some reason the gunshot.
Great! But there are still 2 flags out there.
We're also sending child soldiers as well into Scorch. Again, I don't like. Is Elora going to deny the existence of of child spies?
Still after my flags, Dragon?
Yes. This is where it gets piss annoying. And you have to keep on his ass, because if you don't, he'll just throw bombs all over us. It's better to keep moving than be slow. Take your time.
Ha! You won't beat me, Dragon. All right then, let's go.
His voice quality is like rather low to say that his. Yeah, I don't know, because like, it's not like the voice actor or anything. It's something like the equipment of the mixing that's a bit off there. Oh, I think it's his bombs that are going off, not any gunshots. My apologies.
You're so close, Spyro. Just one more flag.
Just One more war crime, Spyro. Will be over soon. We can leak the document. We can leak these stories to the journalists. Let them know how we're treating the people of Scorch. I'm having way too much fun. Leave politics out of games. Pull our troops out of Scorch.
You won't get my last flag so easily, purple beast.
I used to hate this challenge as a kid, and I think I've made it clear in like the Reignite trilogy. I think everyone hated this to be honest. I don't think anyone says that this is like their favourite orb mission in Spyro or their favourite thing in Scorch. Like this is honestly, I think, genuinely the only downside of the game, because you've got this.
Ha! You won't beat me, dragon. All right then, let's go.
Because you just got to run this gauntlet, and that's what I was looking for. Shit.
Great job, Agent Spyro. How can we repay you for your efforts? How about this orb that I found in the sand?
There we go. This is really cool, cutscenes. I would like to think it was the decoder rings that gave them the red eyes and not some other ring.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have all 14 talisman, your guidebook can break the lock on the door and you can fight Gulp. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, come back whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you...
Okay.
You'll have to jump down the hole in the floor to get to where Ripto and Gulp are waiting. I can help you out a little bit. I tamed a few pterodactyls from Skelos Badlands. They'll be dropping objects that you can use to fight Gulp.
Okay. Now I need to check something very quickly. My partner made mention of this, and I've got to go back to the beginning. I'm sorry. It's just that my darling Larissa mentioned that there were two names near some portals. I don't know which one it was. And I was actually like looking at them, and I didn't see it. I think it's right back at the beginning. Or did I pause? Did I end the video there? Like on the arches or something like that? I don't know. I've got to find out where they are. Because I'm determined, like it's been driving me nuts since. No, not there. I'm thinking, how the hell did I miss this? Like, I have the Herald of the Amethyst Drake. How did I not notice this? No. No, I'm sorry, gang. I can't seem to find them. Reignited Trilogy, maybe? I'll look it up while the next cutscene's playing. I'm so sorry to waste so much time. Wait a minute. I'm just looking at something else now. I could have swore that's not different design, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Fracture Hills has a different portal design to Magma Cone. And Magma Cone has a different design to Shady Oasis. Well, ain't that something? I know that was the case in Spyro 3, where they're like really, like I'd say overly designed, but that's like not a complaint. But yeah, very different design. Right, I've got to look this up now. Hopefully there's a good scene, otherwise I'm fucked.
Gulp, we've finally made Avalar ours. You've earned a special reward. Gulp, what is it, boy? Oh, the fairy. Here you go. Ah! You singed my cape. Dragon, you are really starting to get on my nerves. Say goodbye, Flame Breath. Gulp, lunchtime. Gulp, finish him off and you can have all the fairies you can eat. I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh god damn it, just when I find it as well. Right, okay, I found something along the lines of like Brian and Brenda I mentioned somewhere. Okay, so this is Gulp. Practically like the hardest boss in the game, if I'm honest. Okay, so we have an assortment of things that we can use against him. So we can use those barrels, which can be charged into him. There's also going to be rockets as well, and chickens to heal us. Now we can both use these items, and that's what makes Gulp so terrifying. Damn. Yeah, so we can eat them. And if you try to get 2 hits at once, it ain't happening. And now he's going to get a lot more responsive. And he can heal himself as well. So if you are of the persuasion that bosses should not be able to heal themselves, well, unfortunately, they do. I know I go on about D&D a lot, but like in like my last session of like Lost Man of Mandalore, the starter adventure. Oh shit! Let's be done with that. Right, sorry, Gulp. Why am I apologising? No idea. Okay, let's see what spawns. Okay. Oh shit! What's this? Chicken, fantastic. That's good. An extra life too, so that restores me to full health. I'm amazed we're doing this well, to be honest. Yeah, so I was like a boss who are fighting this orc war chief by the name of Brugor Axebiter. He could heal himself with this axe he has called Soul Reaver. So whenever he does a critical hit, rolling 20 on a 20-sided dice, he can heal himself for the he can give himself temporary hit points for the damage he dealt. So he's getting like a good shit. I suppose for archival purposes. Oh shit. That was too good. Right, but now I've got no health. So I need to basically just wander around. Yeah, so like when and like the thing is that these bosses are, like this guy was rolling like he like the orcs had rolled like 11 critical hits. So you think about how much temporary hit points he was getting from that. He flattened me, but I got him. Let's have a look now. By the way, if you're not on Dark Spyro, it is a fantastic forum.
Spyro, you did it!
Whoa! Elora, where'd you come from?
I was just outside the castle in Autumn Plains. The castle is now free again. There's no sign of Ripto. And since you've been around, the creatures of Avalar are finally starting to get along. Since you've done so much for Avalar, and since I know you really missed being on vacation, we really wanted to do something nice for you. It's not much, but we hope you like it.
Wow, this is great! Aren't you gonna join me?
No. I'd like to, but I've got to go check on the professor in the winter tundra. He's still trying to fix the super portal so we can send you home.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I think I'll just hang out here for a while and soak up a few rays. Hey, where'd Elora go? I better follow her.
On the other hand, the Brian and Brenda related
I
patterns.
think I've finally come up with a way to access the dragon worlds from the super portal. This power crystal should give us the extra boost that we need. Just a few more calculations to set it up. I think I have it. Excellent! Everything is finally ready. We're going to need a lot more orbs, but with the power crystal boosting it, the super portal should work again.
So, you thought you had gotten rid of me? Well, I'm afraid not. I persuaded that fat bear Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
Quick, the power crystal.
Don't even try it, book boy, or you'll be the world's smartest pile of ashes. This is just what I need for a new scepter.
Hunter, do something! Quick!
Hey, give that back. Well, I tried. You little fools! After I destroy you all with my new scepter, I'm going to rename this place Riptonia!
Oh, I see. The Brian and Brenda assets. Ah, that's what it was. Okay.
Spyro, Ripto's still alive, and he's locked us out of the castle. Even worse, he's stolen our new power crystal for the super portal. If you can collect enough orbs, you'll be able to get the power crystal back from Ripto, and we can send you to Dragon Shores.
Okay.
Spyro, keep collecting those orbs. We can't send you to Dragon Shores until you have enough. Not only will the orbs help power the super portal, but they'll help you break into the castle.
So now, I just want to savor the view. Oh, sorry.
Spyro.
And the music. We no longer need talismans. We now need orbs. Orbs will power up the portals and those we need. Now we are given a few small mercies. For instance, like Mystic Marsh is already unlocked for us, I believe. And there are a few places we can buy access to. Now you'll notice that these rocks we can move, but can't do anything about. Can't flame them either. So,
Well, Spyro, it comes down to this. There's only one more thing I can teach you, and like all the best things, it doesn't come cheap. The head bash move is very simple, really. All you must do is jump, then press the triangle button. You'll find the head bash may help you out on some tasks that were impossible before. Remember, just jump, then triangle. Good luck.
yeah. So, nice and simple. Press jump, press triangle, and we open the doors. Ah! So this is actually one of the Brendas.
You'll find...
Sort of funny bags. Right. So, I'm trying to get into view. So, written vertically down this door is the word Brenda. So I can see the B-R-E-N-D-A there. It's quite clever. And so, you know the sort of like the symbols that I thought were like Hinduism sort of related? That says Brian. I'll take you back to Summer Forest and we'll have a quick look at that. First, we're going to clear up everything in Winter Tundra. Yeah. Piddly steps are a bit annoying because like you've got to readjust your camera all the time to try and find everything on there. We can't get to that platform there, by the way. No, there's nothing there. There might be something hidden behind it, but I don't know. I'm not going to spend a life to find out. And this is here again, with the final speedway of the game.
One last Speedway adventure for you, Spyro? It's not that expensive, you know. You've chosen wisely. I bet a quick dragon like you will win your money back in no time.
You're goddamn right. This is Canyon Speedway.
You've chosen wisely. I bet a quick dragon like...
And that's one of the final times we'll see Moneybags. Not the final, but definitely be one of them. Now, before we actually get into the levels here, we must, of course, finish up business in previous places, such as some of... Well, I'll show you the assets in Summer Forest. Yeah, if you squint your eyes and look very carefully, you'll see the brown and stuff. So there's an orb. One of the final remaining orbs. I wonder... See these arches here. Yep, Brenda is not quite as visible there, but you can just sort of make out the E, the N, the D and A. More skating. There wasn't a whole lot of this in Spyro games, but where's here?
Well, it's some consolation that you've collected so many orbs. My high-tech portal here will take you to Cloud Temples. I'm so disappointed. My super portal was coming along marvelously.
Oh, hang on. Can we see it along there? Not quite as well. But yeah, the Brenda is there. This is the magnificent super portal here. So if you still don't have enough gems, oddly enough, you can go to Robotica Farms and get some more there. For other levels. should you need them. But that's not really a problem in Spyro. I think I will actually have to play the game one day trying to get as few gems as possible. And seeing how much progress is
I
impeded.
can see you've learned the value of orbs, Spyro. This touchy gate should work perfectly with the help of your impressive orb collection.
That's Metropolis. So now, I'm just going to try something else. More piddly steps.
All right, Spyro, you got the orbs. Defeat of Ripto is only moments away, right? Right? Well, anyway, good luck. He's right through this door.
Thank you, Elora. I'm just going to grab the orbs. I think there's a... I don't think it's as evident here, but there was a point in the Reenact trilogy where you could see where if you trip that line, you'll go into the arena. That's good. So now we need to jump onto the ramparts, the wall, and grab some of these loose orbs that are around. So we only needed 45 orbs minimum to do what we needed to do. Yeah, like, these games were never really that stingy with like the requirements to progress on like Enter the Dragonfly, which required a lot to unlock. Like you could defeat Ripto before you'd unlock one of the final levels, which was like a jungle level, I think. I never actually saw it. Is it this way we're going? And you'll see where this takes us. This is one of my favourite orbs, just dancing away there. Yeah, you know, I know Spyro 3 could be a bit like, because you had like 150 Dragon Eggs to get some ludicrous amount, and yeah, it was a bit tough. Now, I'll just quickly go back to Summer Forest, show you the Brian and Brenda stuff. There. Or at least the brown stuff. In fact, you can see it on the guidebook there. Just very slightly. I mean, it's unintelligible from this point. But, yeah. So, should be right here. So you can just make out the word Brian. So the first symbol there that looks like a 3 is a B. Another one there after the full stop is an R. You got the Y, the A, and the N there. And I wonder, therefore, if nope, there's no Brenda there. But yeah, that's Brian. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so there you are. So we're now going to go to Autumn Plains, finish up there, and we might have time for Canyon Speedway afterwards. Let's hope so. It's gone until 12 o'clock. I'd like to ask what everyone's favourite Easter egg in a game is, because that, I would have to say, is mine. So, does anyone have any other Easter eggs that they particularly fancy? I think where I'm needed. Not Breeze Harbour. Let's consult the game book. Fracture. Oh, shh. Right, let's do Shady Oasis. We'll enjoy that one a bit more. Yeah, so I'd definitely be saying like the Brian and Brenda stuff here. Although I did like how in Marble Blast Ultra, one of my favourite Xbox 360 games that would still age incredibly well today, there were literal Easter eggs that you had to find, and I used to wonder, like, why are they called Easter eggs? Well, duh, it's because it's an Easter egg hunt. You know, like, I never really did Easter egg hunts as a kid. It was always more like, you know, just get them in a box, the big ones. Yep. Okay, we've already hit all this dialogue. We don't need to hear it again. Right, I need to power up the soul engine. Now, I haven't talked about gaming news as I do these things, because we're just revisiting all levels at this point, so we don't have much to cover. Sony and Microsoft are looking at putting adverts into their online paid services, maybe first-party games. A lot of people are under the false impression that it's just going to be billboards and things like that in games, like in GTA, Prototype. But no, I think it's going to be like on loading screens. You're going to have them, like anywhere that can have them will have them, because Sony and Microsoft want that ad revenue. Like, it makes too much money. Like, it's why YouTube's been doing stuff. I mean, granted, you've had apocalypse and things like that, all manner of disruptions to adverts and to viewing. Netflix is doing it as well. The fact is that everyone wants the money, and it's not going to stop at like billboards. And the thing is, gamers aren't going to go back to retro and anything like that. You've had plenty of chances to do that, and we haven't. You know, I say that while I'm playing a retro game. But I mean, look at the fact that you look at how many people subscribe to YouTube Premium, Spotify Premium. Tell me that people aren't going to stop playing their online games. It's like, sorry, but we've given like gamers, I think especially, like, I mean, you need to look no further like the GTA, not the GTA, the Modern Warfare 2 boycott. People will pay 50 quid because they can, or like, you know, no dedicated servers, and people buy the game on launch. And people can tell me that, you know, like, oh, well, don't judge us by the masses. Well, sorry, but it's the masses that are going to make the difference, and they're the ones who are going to be paying for these premium services.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in rock, and will sink in the lava if you can't break them free. Head bash the rocks by jumping, then pressing triangle, and follow my lead. Follow me, and remember, jump and then press triangle to head bash.
This used to be a lot more stressful for me than it was actually worth. It's painfully easy. Like these guys get close to being to sinking, but really, that was
I
it.
have a big family, but you've managed to save all of them. Take this thing too. I'm too tired to carry it anymore.
Okay. I don't know why the hippos have wings either. So that's everything, thank God. Okay, so we can proceed. I'm disappointed there's no symmetry on the walls. Where was I with adverts? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like boycotting because it's not going to happen. No, people just like these games too much. They'll be advertised to and they'll lap it up. I'm not saying that I'm not going to be one of these people. Oh no, I'm different to everybody else. I'm not one of these, you know, sheep, whatever, who will bow down to these. No, God no. If it comes to PC, it's gonna. That's it. I'm done for. Because I will end up subscribing to it, whatever. Now, whether this happens before I, you know, hopefully one day move to Filey with my partner, just practically give up gaming, I don't know. I would like to think that it will happen long after, because I mean, I'm practically done with video games. In the sense that, like, I'm not done playing them. Obviously, I'm playing one right now. It's more that I'm done with like expecting things to get different. Like, I'm done fighting against loot boxes and all this sort of stuff. The fight was lost the moment these things. I've come to realise that the fight was lost the moment these things were introduced successfully. And like, I'm genuinely amazed that like NFTs haven't actually kicked off. But the thing is that I don't think it's because of backlash. Oh, okay. Yes, it might help Oh, bloody hell, to defeat some enemies? No, it wouldn't really. Like, the only reason why NFTs haven't actually kicked off in gaming is not because of gamers' efforts to...
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'd appreciate it mightily if you could locate that alchemist. He owes me a favor.
So I've got to do this again. The alchemist prick. Yes. Right, I've got to remember how this went now. This is going to be fun. We're never going to do Winter Tundra at this rate. We'll be spending the next 3 parts doing this bit. He's going to be a dickhead and go that way, innit? Just to be sure, I'm going to keep this one away. Get myself some health. Oh, thank goodness for that. I've got a life. Extra life, rather. No, I haven't got a life.
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you look after this for me?
You'll notice as well there's no special animation, really. It's just like... Or rather, the camera doesn't position
As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out these stubborn Earth Shapers?
Kick Earthshaper,
right.
but...
When I shoot an Earth Shaper with an arrow, you head bash him before he gets back up. Remember, head bash by jumping and then press triangle. We have to get all of them at once, or they'll just invite more of their friends. Let's go!
Look at Hunter's Stride there. Now let's see if they don't have any luck here. Yep, you can also hover, glide. You can also glide, hover, and head bash. Hunter, get out of here. You stupid bastard, Hunter. You stupid bastard hitbox.
As long as...
Yes, 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 thank you. Right. At least I know which one I'm going for first. See, the thing is you have to jump quite... You have to make sure you're absolutely on them. You can't leave anything's chance. Is his attack gone? See, I knew it'd be something like that. I do like that these the arrows have a tracing effect, so... oh, right, okay. Got him. Just one more. Oh, thank God for that.
We make a great team. Here, I was going to give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
Give him more than a fucking orb. Oh, sorry, no, I've got to hear the chime. They denied me the chime. Let's save the game, why not? Right. We're now done with Fracture, with Autumn Plains. I'd better double check actually that we are done. Just have a quick look around one last time. Right, so now we need to go to Winter Tundra. Now, if you go to the portal near the boss, you will be taken to the portal near the boss in the place you're going. So this one will take me to Crush's lair, whatever it it was. And then this one will take us to Ripto's Arena. How fun. Should I do a speedway? Because I've still got plenty of time yet. Be a short episode if I did immediately. See, there's no real convenient level to do at the moment, like Robotica Farms, Metropolis, Cloud Temples. They all have some problem. Oh, sorry, let's do this one. Let's do Robotica Farms. Yeah, I have no faith in the in this idea that Sony and Microsoft will actually keep things to just like billboards in game. I mean, it's happened before, like we've seen it in all manner of games. But
Howdy, Spyro. These here pests have infested our farm. Could you find the time to help us get rid of them? Find your way over to the giant bug lamp and turn it on so we can zap any more invading pests.
I'll be honest. Let's have a look at the emblem here as well. A windmill. Not the most impressive, but perhaps one of the most practical talismans. Yeah, these guys are a pain in the ass. In fact, everything in this level is a pain in the ass. So, bit of nostalgia here. Got some nice pesticides. Keep GMOs out of video games. You can't reach him. That's the only way you can defeat those, I'm afraid. I say I'm afraid, like at this point you would actually have the supercharge. I think Robotica Farms is like one of those levels where it's like, it almost feels like it definitely belongs in the final lobby. Like, I'm not going to say they slapped it together, like you look at the quality of the assets and you can tell that they've clearly put a lot of effort into those at least. Perhaps not with the layout as such, like there's a lot of questionable design, like these seesaws. Mechanically, yes, they work fine, but thematically, it's like could you just not put some stairs or a ramp there or something? Like, what? Why is this here? What sense does it make in the context of the world? Yeah, you got things that just don't make sense. Like ditches and drops, bridges all over places that just doesn't suffice it. Not a complaint, really just an observation. Like, it's time to wrap up, people. Let's go. I never really appreciated the music of Robotica Farms. I think it is pretty good. That I do believe we can't get to yet. We will eventually. I want to make sure I've got something around that. Yeah, the windmill blades are not lethal. They just knock you over like that. And there's no hazards that I know of that they actually knock you into. Like, there's no lava or goop or pesticide. Manure maybe? I don't know. Just wait for that to go. Right. Just bear with me.
Space Crusade takes you into warp space to fight the force of chaos. Deep in a parallel universe where nightmares are real. Space Crusade ultimate adventure game, where you must use all your skill and weaponry
Plasma gun, dreadnought.
to battle through infested starships and win the highest rank. The ultimate encounter is here. Space Crusade, now with a new adventure pack.
I apologise for the interruption there. The aerial guy is going to be here at about 12:30, so that'll be a good time for me to get. So, yeah, to be honest, I haven't really been following a lot of gaming news besides that. Just want to get these gems very quickly because they're going to prove distraction. Look at these scarecrows. Huh. They are alive. I'm not sure if that's funny or dystopian, to be honest, but still. They spend their doomed existence here, watching for these fucking little things. Oh yes, the hazard here today is electrified water. That doesn't have a sound effect.
These darn bugs are making a joke of my expensive robot scarecrows. Can you chase them down and flame them, Spyro?
I most certainly can. Now the thing about these darn varmints is that they respawn. You have to deal with them immediately.
My fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro. Take this doodad I done dug up yesterday.
Take this doodad I done dug up. That was brilliant. Oh, damn it. At least the cat bats only shoot once, you know? This music sounds somewhat familiar. Skillless Badlands. It's, I won't say it's the same music, but it's the same instruments or techniques used. Where's that thing? Oh, it's over here. Yes, I've seen that barrel up there. We can't reach it just yet, but we will very soon. Onwards we go. I might as well show you what this does. Spins around and I can't charge it. That's it. Doesn't do anything else. It can be a bit of a nasty attack if you're rushing it. There you go. So this is what I mean about like the level design all gone to cock. Like, what is the purpose of this little bit here? You know? Why have we got these like long stretches of nothing except seesaws? Yeah. Like, you can justify it like, no, it's a challenge, it's part of the challenge, or whatever. But like, well, you don't need to use that much space. You know, you could have shrunk down the map considerably, added more stuff. They've had to add all things like this just to keep things like robot carrots to keep things interesting.
Way to go, Spyro. Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now. Can I offer you a reward?
You most certainly can, Farmer John. I'm never gonna get bored of seeing Oops, this is my name there. Of course, it is only fair that I get an honourable mention. After all, I'm a held amethyst ring. Mustn't forget that joke. Okay, that's in a fairly easy place to remember. It's ooh, more gems. Of course, all my criticisms go out the window with the level design when you see how. Actually, this is one of the better mystery jugs, except for there. I don't know where that is. There it is. When you start seeing everything pieced together, everything's in eyesight in line, so that's cool. This one should be back home. I wasn't paying attention to what it was. How did I miss these two baskets here? Right. And you will see soon enough the supercharge that I have to do. And we've got the whirligig here as well, which acts as a nice little shortcut for this next mission.
I used to drive my tractor all around the farm, but some fool robot blocked the path up. Do you think you could knock him down with a bit of a supercharge?
We've got all these characters who are called like Farmer Green Bean, Farmer Barleycorn, Farmer John. I mean, maybe that's part of the joke. You know, you've got these like, you know, vegetable names, and then you've just got someone who's just called John. I imagine John has a national insurance number.
A fine piece of steering that was, Dragon. Here, take this thingamajig I found in the cow pen.
We don't talk about the cow pen. Don't make me do it. Don't make me take me to the cow pen. I was going to have a wander over there, but I know what that is. Interesting that the lift hasn't moved yet. I thought the lift was automatic. So we don't need the supercharge for this, but we can just glide over. But to destroy those robo pumpkins, I can't believe I found myself saying that. You need the supercharge. I keep thinking of those little bits of like honeycomb ball. Orbs. Still got some gems missing. Let's start back at the beginning. If this is the beginning, I'm not really sure. Let's have a quick look. I know we haven't really done a lot in this episode, but I'm not going to be doing much more after I've done this level, I don't think, I'm afraid. I might have to cut this episode a bit early. That's 2. So we've got 10 left. And the good thing about this Winter Tundra as well is, like, once you've done like autumn plain stuff, that's it. There's no more backtracking. There's no more need to go back. If you haven't got an ability, you're not far enough into the game to sort of need it. So like here, like you've got the head bash ability. You don't need any more abilities. You know, it amazes me there weren't any more underwater levels. And I think it might have actually been like a memory problem. That like you can only fit so much on the disc, and like water just requires so much more. Maybe. or maybe it's just a nice change, you know. That's something that games don't really quite appreciate anymore, is that they overdo things. If someone likes something, it's a nice little change. It's like, we're gonna give you that until you get freaking sick of it, and to the detriment of the game. Like, there's no better example of this in video games than Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, which thankfully is no longer called Crash Bandicoot 4. Just check around here, because I'm certain that there's some gems here on the list. Hang on, is this backdrop the same as the one in Metropolis? We'll find out in another episode, I think. Yeah, in Crash Bandicoot 4, there are more vehicle stages, I think, than platforming. And like, I don't play Crash Bandicoot for vehicles. I play Crash Bandicoot for platforming, and they overdid, like, because I get that, like, you know, there were vehicles. Crash has been vehicles technically since the first game, with like the boar levels, like Hog Wild and such. Still 10 left, so it might be only be one gem. Right, plan B gets some high ground. Yeah, and then like Crash Bandicoot 2 like added like the jetpack and the sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on finding the gems. It's gotta be around here, surely. Oh, there it is. There they are, rather. How I missed those, I have no idea. I'm so sorry, people. I need to bring about that drinking game where I have to take a drink every time I apologise for something. But yeah, but it's easy to overdo it. And actually, no, it's not. It's a miracle that they overdid it. Good God. So, how much time have we got? Not a whole lot. So I think I'll tell you what I'll do. I will go to... Can I do Cloud Temples? No, I'm gonna make this a shorter episode, I'm afraid, people. I like how, not a very long render distance away, they look like they're just gliding about. But there they're actually bouncing. I don't know. Anyway, Kenya Speedway. Thankfully there's no cutscenes here. But yeah, I'm genuinely baffled by how Konami, Universal Studios and so on managed to screw up Wrath of Cortex so badly. Like, it's not hard, it's a like make a competent Crash game. And the thing is that they then took the worst aspects of that and put it into Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced on the Game Boy Advance. And those Game Boy Advance games are actually really good. Very tight, at least. I still think the Big Adventure is like the best one. Now there's a thought. I know that like water causes you to drown in Spyro. Speedways. But I was wondering if they'd ever make the exception on the water speedway. Let's see if flying in their direction isn't quite working this time. It's such a big object, so close. I wonder why I got that extra line. Did they count as fodder, maybe? I don't know. So, anyway, I need to get that way. Oops, daisies. Oops, no. No. Thank goodness for that. Nope. I'm trying to figure out how to do the tricks. Like swoop through the air. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. The reason why I go the wrong way is because I need to find Hunter, who you may have seen previously. There he is.
All right, Spyro. Are you ready to try out my plane? I just fixed it, and I'm pretty sure it won't crash now. Okay, Spyro, here's what you've got to do. I've got the plane on remote control, so all you have to do is hit the targets with your machine gun. Press circle to fire the gun, and use the D-pad or analog stick to aim.
Oh, controls are reversed. Well, that's helpful. I have no idea why. Although I have spoken to people like the controls that way. Can't remember the reason why, but I'm not readjusting to the controls, I'm actually just like pulling in random directions to try and remember which way things work. And now I've got it. Eventually.
Hey, you missed the target. That's okay. It's pretty tough to hit them all.
Goddamn right it is. Right, hang on. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Back when you could move the screen about. Yeah, you don't get that in games anymore, do you? They're clever. Yeah, back on that, like, for anyone who doesn't remember, on analog TVs or CRT TVs, you would have to, like, because like, they weren't sort of like standard like today where you've got 1080p, you've got like screen sizes and whatnot, so like, you had to sort of, sometimes, if the picture was a bit off, you just have to like make the game adjust to the TV, or vice versa. But yeah, you might still find it in some games, it'd probably be very rare. Oh, nice.
Hey, you nailed all of the targets. It must be because you had such a good pilot.
You're sort of talking down to me, I don't like that. So that's all the orbs anyway. And Canyon Speedway has some really good music as well. I quite like the aesthetics. A very simple map. I mean, it does sort of go a bit topsy-turvy. I like what it does with the space that it has. So, I need to get off now because I'm afraid I've got a prior engagement. But I would like to thank you ever so much for watching if you made it this far. I do apologise once again that I haven't seen your comments, the interruption earlier. But yeah, don't let that. Please don't let that discourage you from commenting, sending suggestions for things to do, whatever. Oh, it appears as though we have to reopen the portal again.
Well, it's some consolation that you've collected so many orbs. My high-tech portal here will take you to Cloud Temples.
So you actually have to go into the temple, into the level once to activate it. So, that is what we shall do. I shall save the game. And thank you all ever so much for watching. Take care, and I shall see you in the next episode, whenever that will be. Ta-ta for now.